The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. An incredibly good morning to all our dear audience today. Today, June 19th, is National Reading Day. It is celebrated to honor the father of the library movement in Kerala, the late P.M. Panikkar, whose death anniversary falls on 19th June. So, 19th June is marked as the Day of Reading. This is an annual event to encourage younger readers to love reading. On this apt note, I welcome you all on the Reading Conclave organized by our very own Reading Forum at Little Flower High School. Let's begin the session at a soulful note. I invite Miss Nadine to lead us in prayer.
Dear God, thank you for this beautiful day. As we start this new academic year, I pray that you bestow us with your guidance and protection. Direct our path. Lead us with wisdom to do the right thing at the right time. Lord, we ask you to help us develop a love for reading and seek genuine joy in the habit. As reading improves our vocabulary, cognitive ability, critical thinking, and help alleviate stress. We ask all this in your holy, mighty, and precious name. Amen.
Videos. National Reading Day. National Reading Day is celebrated each year on 19th June. 2021 marks the silver jubilee for this event. It is dedicated to the memory of P.N. Panikkar, who died on 19th June 1995. He was the father of the library movement in Kerala, who gave the message of read and grow. This day officially started in 1996 and is now followed by the Reading Week from 19th June to 25th June, as well as the Reading Month from 19th June to 18th July. National Reading Day is celebrated to honor the habit of reading in all and to motivate students to read. Reading helps to improve concentration, vocabulary, as well as knowledge and understanding of the world. This year, the event will be celebrated virtually due to the pandemic. Let us all pledge to read at least 2 to 5 books in a month, along with some poems, comics, and magazines. And dive into reading. My favorite book is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. What's yours?
Hello friends and my dear children. Today, the 19th of June 2021 is celebrated as the National Reading Day. It is celebrated to honor the father of the library movement in Kerala, the late Mr. P.N. Panikkar. The whole of next week is or will be celebrated as the Reading Week. It is a mass movement to promote the culture of reading. Reading is like a conversation. Here, it's a conversation with a book. It takes you through adventurous situations that captivate your imagination and keeps you spellbound and engrossed. I'm sure all of you love receiving gifts, isn't it? And the most exciting part of receiving a gift is when you start taking out the wrapper, the outside wrapper, and you're waiting to see what is inside it, and then there is that incredible joy when you receive and you see your gift. It is the same thing with a book. A book is a gift that you can open again and again and again, and you will never get tired of admiring its contents. We are all exposed to listening to stories narrated by our grandparents. I'm sure your grandmother, your mother, your parents, your teachers, and even some of your friends. They have told you stories, and all of you have sat together and rapt attention and listened to those stories. Now, once we have listened to these stories, we developed that love for reading, and it was that love for listening to stories, that when we grew older, we picked up a book, and that was that initial exposure that we had to read a book. And as you kept growing older and older, and as you keep growing older and older to the little ones here, you will get into a regular reading habit, which I think all of you must learn to develop. Research has proved again and again that there are several benefits of reading. Let us look at some of these aspects of reading. Okay, why should you read? Why should anybody read? There are several reasons, innumerable reasons why you should read. It improves your knowledge, it improves your learning, it improves your vocabulary. You will be able to use so many new words. It improves your communication skills. And another thing, it strengthens your brain cells, and there are new connections formed in your brain cells, which leads to healthy mental development. It also reduces stress. It helps you to relax. It is also a great source of entertainment to you too. Do you want to miss out on all these benefits of reading? Not at all. Let's look at when you should read. Okay, when should you read? Now, when you have a packed school schedule from morning till, now you have online classes from morning till afternoon, then you're free, maybe you will have a little homework to do, but you must allocate some free time in the evening or at night when you must settle down with a book. And if you complete your day with a book instead of looking at a TV screen, I'm telling you, it will induce good deep sleep. What should you read, right? What should you read? You should read anything that you can lay your hands on. Preferably get a book, any book which you are interested in. Buy a book, borrow it from a library. Right? When you buy a book, it's a good investment. You can read it again and again later on. And you can also, share it with your friends. And it's such a wonderful resource and such a beautiful gift that you can give your friends. Next, how often should you read? I think you should make it an everyday practice, everyday routine. Read at least half an hour every day. You should put aside half an hour of reading every day. How should you read? Now, how does it start? When children are young, parents read aloud with them. And this builds a warm and a happy association with books. There is every likelihood that such children will continue this association with books and find reading an enjoyable pastime. I have noticed in my long teaching career that students who read at home show good performance in their scholastic learning. They are confident, they have self-esteem, and they have a tremendous communication skill, and therefore they are able to carry themselves so confidently in every situation. I'm sure many of you have heard of Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX, and Tesla and many other organizations. He is young, I think around 49 years old, but is one of the richest men in the world today. When he was asked, right, how he learned to make rockets, his simple answer was, I read about rockets, I read about rockets, and I continue to study about rockets from books. So it is the books that he read that he was able to set up his companies. Reading transports you to a world of magic and adventure. Do you want to miss that fun? Do you want to miss that adventure and fun? There are millions of incredible books out there for you to take, to grab, and to reach out and to grab and to start reading. Right? I do hope there is one book that you will read that will change your life. Something magical will happen to you when you read that book. Today, wishing all the passionate readers of this group many, many, many years of pleasurable reading. And I'm hoping that those of you who haven't yet started reading will inculcate this beautiful, priceless habit of reading. Read more, communicate better, and improve your life. Celebrate Reading Week. Thank you.
It's rightly said that today's readers are tomorrow's rightful leaders. I'm Ekta Rupani, and today I'm going to share a few experiences of being a member of the Reading Club for the past 2 years. In my opinion, the Reading Club is a fun and a very helpful club introduced by our school. First of all, I would like to thank all the teachers in the Reading Club, as they are the ones who motivated and encouraged every member in the club to improve their skills, learning abilities, and foremost to enjoy reading. I joined the Reading Club and I have seen a lot of improvement in myself in terms of reading books, preparing my own speeches, etc. It has helped me immensely to build my vocabulary. We enjoyed the fabulous storytelling sessions by professional storytellers whose narrations mesmerized us. It is rightly said that the more you read, the more things you will know, the more that you learn, the more places you will go. By reading different genres and different authors, I feel I have learned a lot and visited all the places the character visits, at least in my imagination. The club aimed to gather in the school auditorium, read the books assigned to our groups, and discuss among ourselves. This happened for a year. Then, online setup of teaching came up, which was also a lot of fun. It kept us connected to reading, as we used to gather and speak about the books we were reading and listen to what others were reading. So this way we got to know which genre interested us and what we would like to read. We would also have padlet discussions on so many topics, some of which were to write our own creative story or to tell our favorite Disney movie quote that inspired us. We also had a show and tell competition. The oral and written book review competitions make the club even more interesting and help us to enhance our speaking and presentation skills too. We used to listen to the wonderful talks and had classic tales as well as modern book quizzes, which made sure we actually understood what we were reading. I observed that my screen time drastically decreased due to the book reading habit. I'm also very happy that I fully utilized my lockdown period in a very positive manner. Libraries are far and few these days. So I'm thankful we have the Reading Club in our very own school. I would suggest each and everyone to take one step forward and take a part in the reading club, whether or not they like reading, because this habit is much more than reading books. It's meeting like-minded people, learning about the world at large, and building our written and spoken skills. These skills are of utmost importance, more so in today's digital world. Communication is vital. I'm looking forward to being a part of the reading club this year too. Thank you.
Hello everyone.
Welcome to a new academic year.
A big thank you to all our teachers for making sure that the pandemic does not disrupt our studies.
And a big thank you to our beloved Principal, Reverend Brother Shannon Anthony, for his visionary leadership in these difficult times.
Apart from our regular studies, Reverend Brother also made sure that we don't miss out on other important activities. One such activity was our online reading forum.
And do you know, Ibar, reading deepens, widens, and also expands our sense of life. Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body.
And yes, and remember, a peasant that reads is a prince in waiting. Or, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. We had great fun in our reading forum. Reading our favorite books, book reviews, storytelling, and quizzes were some of the activities done in the last year's reading forum.
Apart from these fun-filled activities, we had a visitor, a special guest in our reading forum.
Miss Pramila was the guest of honor, and she regaled us all with a very interesting story about the Happy Prince.
Reading forum helped me in continuing this good habit of reading. I read several books during this summer vacation.
Reading books during this lockdown summer vacation was the best relief I got. You see, reading books is like eating potato chips. You can never stop at one.
So friends, this was a very brief account of our reading forum activities of last academic year.
Looking forward to a much more fun-filled and interesting reading forum in this academic year.
Thank you all.
Stay blessed and keep reading.
Narration helps a child to know sounds, words and language and develop early literacy skills. They learn to value books and stories. Narration sparks up child's imagination and stimulates curiosity and helps to develop the child's brain ability to focus, concentration, social skills and communication skills. Over to Akshimatu teacher.
Good morning, my dear children. I am going to narrate a story. Please have a look. So here we go. Tofu was with his friends and Tia was reading a book. Hey, Tofu. Oh, hey, Tia. Both are greeting each other. When you meet somebody, what do, my dear children? You say hello, good morning, namaste, adab, like that, yes? So always greet elders or even youngers also when you meet someone. Your friends did not stay? Tia is asking, your friends did not stay? Oh no, they were just talking about how much fun they had today pulling Ken's leg. Tofu is telling that his friends were enjoying pulling Ken's leg. Ken, isn't he the new boy who joined school? Yes, Tofu is replying, yes. He is the smallest among all. Everybody is taller than him. So it is easy to pick on him. Because he's smaller, everybody is making fun of him. Just like ant, is it? Tia is asking, just like that ant? The ant? Yes. So now Tia is going to narrate a story to Tofu. It is about an elephant and the ant. Once upon a time, there lived a huge elephant in a jungle. Because he was so much bigger than all the other animals, he always troubled them. In the same jungle, there lived a family of ants. You know ants, don't you? Small ants, yes. They were a hard working family who always kept to themselves. They never used to go to others, they used to keep for themselves. They used to do their work and they used to collect food. Can you see this picture, children? See how they are walking and collecting their food? In the day, they would go to gather food. One day, as they were going, what happened? Now, see, the big, mean elephant threw water on them. Is it correct, children? No, very bad. When somebody is busy doing their work, you should not disturb them. If you want something, you should say, "Excuse me, please, can you?" Like that. Okay, children? Very good. My children are good children. Hey, what's the matter with you? Why do you keep troubling the others? Ant is asking Elephant. Hey, what's the matter with you? Why do you keep troubling others? See what reply Elephant is giving. Oh, shut up, you tiny ant. How nicely Elephant is telling, shut up, you tiny ant. Very bad. You should never say like that. You should never use such words, children. One more word out of you, and I will walk over all of you and kill you. So bad, Elephant is. He is telling that a word from your mouth, I'm going to kill you. Very bad. The little ant had no choice. It kept quiet and went on its way. Ant could not say at that time anything. So it just kept quiet and went on its way. Same thing, if somebody is telling you something, listen carefully. Then you can answer. Okay, children? You shouldn't pick up a fight with the elephant. He is very ill tempered and very, very strong. The mother ant is telling the tiny ant, you should not pick up the fight with elephant. He is very, very strong. He could crush you. Something needs to be done about it. The next day, when the ants were going to work, the tiny ant decided to teach the elephant a lesson. The tiny ant thought, now I will teach a lesson. She quietly climbed on to the elephant and made its way to the elephant's trunk and entered it. Once inside, she started biting the elephant. Once it reached the trunk, it started biting. Ah, that hurts. The elephant tried everything, but it could not get the ant to stop biting him or come out of its trunk. Such a big elephant became useless in front of the tiny ant. Can you see now, children? Such a big elephant, such a proud elephant, such a mean elephant. Now, in front of the tiny elephant, he could not, in tiny ant, he could not do anything. Please stop. Stop it now. Well, I hope now you know how others feel when you hurt them. Ant is describing that, see how bad we feel when others hurt us. Yes, I do. Now elephant is agreeing. Yes, I do. Please stop now. Very well. Then the ant stopped biting the elephant and came out of its trunk. I am sorry. I have understood how bad I made others feel. Elephant is saying sorry to the ant. I promise I will never ever do it again. Now, he is giving a promise also that he will not do it again. Oh, oh, what tofu! I understood what we were doing was wrong. Now tofu understood that they were doing wrong. You do? Tia is asking. Tofu is telling, yes. We shouldn't make fun of Ken just because he's smaller than us all. I am glad you realize that, Tofu. Yes, and I'm going to apologize to Ken. Tofu is telling Tia that, and I'm going to go and say sorry. So, whenever you do a mistake, children, say a sorry. Remember that. The first thing tomorrow and get others to do the same too. Thank you, Tia, for teaching me this. Now he's saying thank you to Tia. Thank you, children, for listening to the story. Please go through it. I will be posting in the group. Thank you, my dear children. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.
It's such a nice feeling to be with our little flower family today. Reverend Brother Principal, teachers, parents, and my dear students, a very good morning to each and every one of you. Today, children, all of us are aware that we are surrounded, or the world is surrounded with this pandemic, and we are at home, and shortly your school is going to begin, and you have so much to do. You have to read your lessons, prepare your projects, and get ready for your assignments. But if you can find some time to read books, nothing like it, because reading will help you to develop a positive thinking. It helps you to develop your mind, and it gives you abundance of knowledge and wisdom. But remember, children, the knowledge that you gain by reading books, if you use that knowledge wisely, then you can be called as a person who has wisdom. Today, I would like to share a few facts that I have read, and it is through these books. The first thing I would like to share is about the rainforest trees. The rainforest trees are considered to be the tallest and the strongest in the world. But the fact is, the roots of these trees spread only on the surface of the ground. They do not penetrate deep into the soil, but still they are considered to be the strongest. What could be the reason? The reason is the roots of one tree entwine with the roots of the other trees, and they hold themselves firm. Children, I want you to become strong, united, and always to be together like these rainforest trees, because togetherness is happiness. The second incident or the fact that I would like to share with you is about Florence Nightingale. She was a nurse in the Crimean War in 1856. She used to visit the military hospitals to treat the soldiers. But she was very sad, and she was moved to see that the death rate of the soldiers was increasing day by day. She wanted to find out the reason, and she did find out. She saw it was the unhygienic condition of the hospitals. Poor hygiene was there, and then she started working towards it. and the death rate reduced from 40% to 2%. Children, you should keep your room and your surroundings clean. Then no virus or bacteria will attack you. And you will never fall sick if you keep yourself and the environment clean. You can also spread the word of cleanliness around you. Cleanliness is next to godliness. You can learn and read so much about health in different books. In the same way, I want you to read about some facts in the lives of great people like Swami Vivekananda, or about Mahatma Gandhi, facts about his life. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation, Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister, and Lal Bahadur Shastri, the second Prime Minister, and also about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, our former President. You can get inspired by reading about the facts in their lives, and you can also be an inspiration to others. Children, I want you to be the champion of change. I would like to conclude by quoting Geronimo, an entrepreneur. He said, "Everyone is a hero, a leader, a teacher, a volunteer, and a champion of change." You only have to understand this and make others understand the same, and then you can be a champion of change. It needs only to understand yourself and others to be a champion of change. Thank you, children. God bless us all, and happy reading. Thank you once again.
A book is a gift you can open again and again, says Garrison Keller. My dear students, reading is a habit that should be inculcated by each one of us. Good books can inform you, enlighten you, and lead you in the right direction. There is no better companion than a good book. Reading is important because it is good for your overall well-being. Once you start reading, you will experience a whole new world. When you start loving the habit of reading, you eventually get addicted to it. Reading develops language skills and vocabulary. Reading books is also a way to relax and reduce stress. It's important to read a good book at least for a few minutes each day to stretch out the brain muscles for healthy functioning. Dear children, our former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam rightly said, every home should have two things, a prayer room and a home library. One nurtures your soul and the other nurtures your mind. Our reading forum gives you that opportunity to develop a small library of your own. Books are meant to be shared with your siblings, friends, family, even your parents. Always remember, knowledge shared is knowledge gained. I want to finally encourage all of you to make use of this valuable opportunity and join in our community of readers. Wishing you all our young readers a happy National Reading Day.
once again.
A book is a gift you can open again and again, says Garrison Keller. My dear students, reading is a habit that should be inculcated by each one of us. Good books can inform you, enlighten you, and lead you in the right direction. There is no better companion than a good book. Reading is important
gift you
because
can open again and again.
it is good for your
Garrison
overall
Keller.
well-being.
My dear students,
Once you start reading,
reading is a
you will
habit
experience a
that
whole
should
new
be
world
inculcated
by each one of us. Good books can inform you, enlighten you, and when you start loving the habit of reading, you eventually get addicted to it. Reading develops language skills and vocabulary. Reading books is also a way to relax and reduce stress. It's important to read a good book at least for a few minutes each day to stretch out the brain muscles for healthy functioning. Dear children, our former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam rightly said, every home should have two things, a prayer room and a home library. One nurtures your soul and the other nurtures your mind. Our reading forum gives you that opportunity to develop a small library of your own. Books are meant to be shared with your siblings, friends, family, even your parents. Always remember, knowledge shared is knowledge gained. I want to finally encourage all of you to make use of this valuable opportunity and join in our community of readers. Wishing you all our young readers a happy National Reading Day. Let us pick up a book and start reading. Thank you. God bless you.
Welcome to quiz time. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more you learn, the more places you will go. Now, here we are with the importance of reading. It increases your mental health. You have more knowledge. Books are good. In all the revolutions, books plays important role. All the great leaders love to read a lot. Books need your attention and do not allow to sit on them. Let us start the quiz time with Miss Mridula.
Okay, students, I just want to give basic instructions. I will be displaying the question on the screen. Those who know the answer have to raise your hand. No need to unmute yourself at all. And once Aparna teacher calls out your name, you just have to unmute your mic and give the answer. I hope I'm clear. So let us start with the first question. The first novel to be written on typewriter. Your options are The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, The Epic of Gilgamesh, The Travels of Dean Mohammed, option D, The Diamond Sutra.
Tarushi, please unmute and answer.
A. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Let us check the answer. Option A is correct, Tarushi. Well done. Moving on to the next question. The three most read books in the world are option A, Oliver Twist, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and Harry Potter. Option B, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Harry Potter and the Holy Bible. Option C, The Holy Bible, quotations from Chairman Mao Zedong and Harry Potter. Option D, none.
Udvita, please unmute and answer.
Ma'am, option C.
Okay, let us check the right answer. Option C is the correct answer, Udvita. Very good. Moving on to the next question. There is an actual word for the love for loving the smell of old books. It's dash. Option A, petrichor. Option B, bibliosmia. Option C, redolence.
Sana Fatima, can you please answer?
Ma'am, option B.
Option B. Okay. Very good, Sana. Option B is correct. Let us move to the next question. Identify the person in the picture.
So here we have Krishna Harini.
Ma'am, William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare, okay. Very good, Harini. William Shakespeare is the correct answer. Now, moving on to the last question. What can you make that you can't see? Option A, shadow. Option B, parachute. Option C, noise.
Arihant Jain, can you please answer?
Ma'am, C1, noise.
C, option C, noise. Okay. Very good, Arihant. Option C is the correct answer.
Gratitude is a wonderful way to draw beauty into our lives. Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to propose the vote of thanks today. First, I would like to thank the Almighty God for making today's program a grand success. On behalf of the school management, I thank the guest speaker, Miss Mohila Rani, for taking out time from her busy schedule to share her thoughts and enlighten us about the importance of reading. I'm sure, ma'am, that our students are going to be the champions of change. A special thanks to our principal, Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony and Reverend Brother Jacob, our primary in charge, for their unconditional support and encouragement. Thank you, brothers, for providing us with various platforms to reach out to the students and encouraging them to do their best. Now, I would like to thank our academic coordinators, Miss Albania and Miss Marianne, for their timely support. I would like to thank Miss Anne, our senior English teacher, for encouraging the students to develop the habit of reading as it allows creative thinking. I thank the teachers of the Readers Forum Club, Miss Sana, Miss Sukeshni, Miss Akshimatur, Miss Usha, Miss Sunita, Miss Aparna, and Miss Mrudula for always being there for the students to facilitate reading. I also thank all the students who took part in today's event. My heartfelt thanks to the parents and students for being with us and supporting us. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the members of the technical department and all the teachers for their continuous support and cooperation. Thank you.